Well, a little bit of Gary right there from that perfect album, The Dreamweaver. Well, what I want to talk to you about is about that feeling where you can't keep up with social media platforms. Clubhouse just updated its UX UI. And what does that mean in this world? And also to speak to those of you who are young, middle-aged, old, whatever, to share how I never get affected by change and how you can do the same, okay? Because I care about you. See, first of all, the amount of changes we have in the digital world is mind-blowing. See, in the physical world, how often have you had to change the way you made a phone call, the way you bought things at the grocery store, put gas in your car, bought a coffee, whatever? We learned how to buy things online, but that hasn't really changed much in 20-something years. But social media platforms are constantly changing. And we always have to find, how do I do this? How do I find this? How do I go back to what I already know? Well, one of the secrets there is to tell yourself, I can learn anything. I can grow and learn anything that I want. Because if you go in and your favorite app, Facebook or LinkedIn or Threads or Clubhouse or whatever, changes everything, and your first reaction is, there's going to be someone younger than you that just runs with it. So how do you do that? Well, here's the point. What I do is not affected, or rather I am not affected by progress, by time, by technology, by tools, by AI, by anything. The essence of what I am and what I do has never changed. There's a great old wisdom story called The Wisdom of the Sands, which talks about a stream that tries to cross the desert, and because it thinks it's a stream, it doesn't know how, and it gets frustrated. But when it remembers that, oh yes, I am water, it can become mist, it can become rain, become a stream again, all that. And that's the lesson here. There are people who get to be anywhere near my age who suddenly say the new music sucks, and they go back to what they listened to in high school as the best. Well, there's nothing wrong with saying it's the best or saying you really like it and you hold on to it. But I continually just take on the new. My library continues growing. My cup gets ever bigger. I bake a bigger or more pies all the time. And I don't feel bad that things change. When punk came around in 76, I thought, wow, this is cool. When New Wave came around, I thought, this is kind of cool. You know, when Scandinavian black death metal came, I thought, oh, that's pretty interesting. I may not make it my favorite thing, but I keep taking on the new. I don't have a self-identity that's stuck. I am water, not a stream. You can do this too. You can cultivate your curiosity and keep looking for the new. And if you keep looking for the new, you don't have to lose the old, unless you want to. There are people who don't listen to anything they listened to when they were a kid, and they only listen to what's new. That's fine too. But what makes me valuable to the clients, at least what they say, is that, what are the words they use? I have substance. I like that. That I have buoyancy. I like that. They say that I'm an idea machine. You know, these are, I don't need to mention the names of the people who have said that, but if I did, you'd say, oh, I know who they are. That's not the point. The point is for you, when things change on our phones especially, and you feel overwhelmed or frustrated or disappointed by the way things keep changing, and I have to learn again and learn again, go back. Do you believe you can do anything and learn anything and become anything and keep learning and keep growing? You keep hearing that as you get in your 40s and 50s, you know, things start to wither away. Well, the body, but the mind can stay active and hungry and curious and keep learning and keep learning and keep learning. There are people who say that if you do crossword puzzles, you learn a new language, you know, your mind stays fresh and you won't get Alzheimer's or whatever. I don't know. But the point is, curiosity and hunger and learning and knowing I can learn this, I can do this, I can do this. Now, a little aside, if I wasn't in the industry that I am, would I be on all these social media platforms? Nope. I have many, many, many great friends who are not on any social media. I have clients, some of the most famous ones, who are not on social media. They have people who do it for them. I can dig that. But the point is, the fact that I want to know what the human experience is on all these different platforms, what people are saying and how they're expressing their happiness, their frustration, their rage, their fear, informs what I do. And what I do is bring the best of humanity forward. Bringing the best of humanity forward is not dependent on YouTube or Twitter or X or Facebook or a billboard or a film or a song. It's by any means necessary. You take the human experience, the very best of it, and you shine the light on it. And you find that quality that marries with what a business or a brand is about. You make it theirs and you bring that forward in their way. So take heart, my friends. When things keep changing, tell yourself, I'm a great learner. Learning is easy for me. I always learn. Yeah, I always learn, and I can. And if it's something you want to learn, great. And if it's something you think you have to learn, be at peace. You can do it. And then once you know it, you can put it aside and check in from time to time. I was never a big Twitter fan because I agree with Noel Gallagher. It was the playground of idiots, and I have a very low capacity for idiocy. But I know how it works, and I look and listen to what happens on it. Video games. I don't play video games. I have no interest in playing video games, but I have a great interest in listening to people, watching people who do. And from the beep, beep, to the hyper reality of the global player network, I listen and I watch. I really listen. That's what I'm talking about. Stay curious. No matter what changes happen in your life, in your career, stay curious. And when you stay curious, you'll accumulate more intelligence, you'll accumulate more skills, and you'll acquire what some call wisdom that'll surprise you. So if you're watching this and you think you're around my age or older, if you're much younger, the message is the same. Stay curious. You can learn anything. You can do it. And watch out for any part of you that says, it used to be really good. Now, today, everything sucks. Guess what? Back then, everything sucked back then too. But you found the part that motivated you and inspired you. Today, everything sucks. So find the bits that make you inspired. See? This is why what I do is not affected by time, by fashion, by technology, or whatever. Because my essence is water. I'm not a stream. Good luck. And if you need help with this, reach out to me. Maybe I can help.